So this is going to be another movie review. I'm going to do two tonight before I burger. I had a small pan pepperoni pizza round table and 6 garlic twists, a couple, maybe 3 pieces total out of the whole thing. Yeah, you had a bunch of Mountain Dews jumping around like too much sugar and caffeine, man. Anyways, I guess he doesn't have school tomorrow. I don't have work, so I'll be watching a couple more David Carradine flicks tomorrow. And he's going to be bored out of his mind, locked up in his mother's dungeon over there, San Mateo. So, getting back to the movie, this is going to be another Larry Cohen flick. Larry Cohen is one of my favorite directors of all time, by the way. Did a bunch of great movies. It's Alive 3, Island of Alive. Stars the main character in this movie, Michael Moriarty. Special effects, God Told Me To. And this one, these are my top 4 Larry Cohen flicks so far. I haven't seen all of them, obviously, but mostly for his low budget stuff. Kind of no holds barred violence and nudity and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is going to be another Blue Underground deal. I love this movie. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Larry Cohen said that the Godzilla remake ripped off this movie big time, especially the end part ripped it. This movie frame for frame. At least that's what he says. So that was kind of interesting. I haven't seen the Godzilla remake, so I can't really say. But Q stands for Quetzalcoatl. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's the ancient Aztec god, human sacrifice and stuff. So there are a bunch of grisly human sacrifices going on in New York City. People getting skinned alive and stuff. Meanwhile, Quetzalcoatl is ripping off people's heads and stuff going on. It's almost hard to watch sometimes. David Carradine's the only cop who thinks that the two are interrelated somehow. Believes him, of course. And Michael Moriarty is a total loser in that case. He's a former drug addict who becomes like a petty thief because he can't play the piano at the local bar. I'm not making this stuff up, man. But Michael Moriarty is great, and so is David Carradine. And Richard Roundtree. It's quite a combination, actually. Quite an unusual combination, I might add. Michael Moriarty was in Troll and It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive. I hated Troll, but I loved the other Larry Cohen flick that he was in. It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive. That's a great flick with Karen Black. He's great in this one as the main character. Like I said, he plays a former junkie, and then like he's shacked up with his girlfriend, Andy Clark. Looks pretty good in this movie, actually, for a white chick. There's another babe who strips naked and rubs oil on her breasts before she gets her head shit. Crazy Larry Cohen stuff, but she's pretty good looking too. I couldn't really see Candy Clark together with Michael Moriarty. There's got to be like 20 years age difference right there. But I thought the Moriarty Karen Black relationship was more believable. Love-hate relationship kind of thing going on. Although they got the same thing going on here. She kind of feels sorry for him for some reason I can't understand. She wants to rehabilitate him because she's one of these do-gooder types. I don't know. I couldn't really understand her motivation for helping this guy. But he's involved in a botched jewelry heist or somewhere in New York. He witnesses the actual egg inside while he's hiding out inside the top of the Chrysler building there in New York City. You also see the Twin Towers before they fell, long before. So that was pretty interesting, seeing the New York landscape in 1982, or whenever this was filmed. No, it was released in 1982. But like I said, Richard Roundtree is kind of a dirty, hairy type hard-nosed cop. David Carradine is kind of the more standing type, trying to research ancient Aztec history. What's going on with all these weird cult murders? Does anybody still worship Quetzalcoatl? I mean, I thought the Aztec civilization was pretty much wiped out, but I guess some crazy professor is like traveling to New York, offering up these human sacrifices to cue the winged serpent, which is really a cool looking claymation type, stop motion type of animation. At the beginning, it looks kind of low budget, cheesy, but after a while, flying around, it looks pretty cool. It looks like Ray Harryhausen type stuff. Like in every way, I'll post the trailer in the description box. I don't know. Michael Moriarty is just goofier than hell. He finds the egg. He lures his two co-conspirator thief guys to the egg's nest, where they promptly get their heads chopped off. Cute thing does. Then he goes to the police to turn himself in. Of course, the other two guys blamed him for the botched jewelry thing. He says he knows what being killed, and he demands $1 million from the city for saving all these people's lives. But somehow, through some odd trick, David Carradine gets a refund, and he ends up in a fleabag motel where the crazy Aztec worshiper attacks him. And he doesn't care if he dies. He's just sitting there going, "Kill me." That scene was hilarious, especially when David Carradine came in to rescue him, man. There's so many funny parts in these films. Larry Cohen's a genius for unintentional or I'm not sure which, but the things that these guys say, especially Michael Moriarty and David Carradine, they sound so wacky. And even Richard Roundtree says, the Constitution don't mean shit when you're in jail. That was hilarious. Oh, these guys are like way funny. You got to see this movie. It's awesome. It's friggin' awesome. I love Larry Cohen. And this is the fourth movie that I've rated 5 stars, so he's definitely one of my favorite directors, right up there with Doris Wishman. Who else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, right up there with Doris Wishman. Don Dohler is another great director. Coffin Joe. Those are my top 4, I think. Coffin Joe, Don Dohler, Larry Cohen, and Doris Wishman. So I've been waiting a long time to see this. Very enjoyable from start to finish. A lot of the Larry Cohen genres that he explores are vastly different. But I don't know, they got a similar kind of feel and weirdness and funniness to them that I can't really explain. So definitely check this one out. Highly recommended. And like I said, I'll post the description in the trailer box later